over halfway up the hill when you're heading towards LA.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm not touching anything.
right.
You cross over to the east side and go down into LA, and you head back north on the west side because the grade is steeper on the west side.
Why are you plugged in not charging?
I never even paid attention to that, you know?
Yeah, they did that because trucks were losing their brakes and killing themselves. At the bottom.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Well, that makes sense because that one spot coming down is just super bad.
Yeah, and CHP is strict on that hill. Like if you go 31, you're getting a ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean over 30 miles?
Hey,
Wait, hey, look at that shirt.
look at that. Get this out of the way.
Nice.
Cleaning.
Hey, if anybody would like to have one of those shirts, you can go to my website, plannintraffic.com.
Yeah.
Feel free to get a hat or a shirt like that.
That's
I don't know.
We're gonna do that.
Oh,
Also,
hoodie.
we're gonna be getting our own website going with some merch pretty soon here. We're just ironing out the details on it all.
building the page right now.
I
And then I got
know somebody
I got this.
for you.
Nice.
Scan that, everybody.
Oh, wait a minute.
You want to scan it?
Hold on. Let me see.
Let's try and get that glare out of there. Hold on, I gotta.
See.
Does it work?
We'll do it.
No, yeah, it did. Hold on.
Did it?
Yep.
Went to my YouTube.
Yep, got it.
Nice. I'm gonna put them at the gas stations.
That's what we did.
Radio swag too, right?
Yep. There you go. It works.
Wait,
Nice.
All right. Oh.
wait a minute. Since
But
we're
yeah,
playing
we're trying to build a brand, more or less. That's the end goal for it.
The burritos.
there you go.
What did you?
Nice.
I'm sort of hungry.
What is that?
Oh, nice.
Let's see where that goes.
Come on, guys, hit it. See if it
All
works.
right. So Bitly.
What did we do last time?
You just put it on your camera.
Oh, I'm gonna go buy some stuff.
Website.
It just keeps focusing on Lewis's face.
Oh, wait. There you go.
Plan traffic car show web. Nice.
This is what it brought up.
Yeah, get you a shirt. See, I took you straight to the store.
Straight to the store.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get that one,
What is it?
Miss Prince.
What is this? Put a sticker right on the guy's bumper. Ah,
Yeah, you can get a sticker.
it's not-
We got it all, baby.
it's circle.
Nice.
We got cups. We got underwear. We got everything.
Underwear. Wait, where is that? I don't see that.
Are you wearing yours right now, Lewis? No. I believe you.
Nice.
No, you know I don't wear no underwear.
The visual, man. The visual.
Notice that he had to look to see if the wife was around before he said that.
Yeah.
TMI.
Papa Squirrel's got the biggest figure in the world.
Woo! Oh, he just turned his camera off.
Oh, I pissed him off.
Uh-oh.
He's
quit.
good. He's
Come
good.
back, Purple Squirrel.
No, Ray, Lewis, guys, I just figured I'd pop on here. I got another run to Hobo Freight in the morning for more fun. So,
All right.
Later,
Thanks
Vince.
for coming.
Vince, right?
my pleasure. Yep, that's me.
See you later.
All right, Vince.
Lewis,
See you, man.
don't forget to call them boys up there in Atlanta.
Hey, Vince,
Yeah, on my way down there, I probably will stop in there for sure.
when you get a chance, Vince, you got to send me your address. I got something I got to send you.
Okay, well, like I said, I've got your box pretty much together with the wheels and some other stuff that I keep wanting to call them Alcoas, but no Ansons, those old Anson.
All right.
For the Chevrolet pattern, 514 quarter. All right, I'll send it to you. Right.
All right, have a good night.
All right, man.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Settings. How do we get the hell out of here?
What happened to Brian? He come up missing.
He
He fell
disappeared.
asleep.
Just staring at that Mustang.
They just
One
Maybe that-
tail light.
Where we're going in November.
Oh, Dino's get down.
Now, is anyone going to Dino's Get Down by chance in Arizona?
No, too far for me.
definitely too far for me.
I would love to go to that though.
When is it? This week?
November.
No, it's November. I think
Oh, I
those
might-
were-
Yeah, I might be out there around there because I'll be heading to SEMA. So I'll be in Arizona somewhere in that area.
yeah, it's in Glendale at the State Farm Arena or whatever they call it,
Oh yeah,
wherever the Cardinals play.
yeah, I might be out there. Yep.
So it's unless you're a vendor, from what I understand, it's free.
Nice.
So, and it's put on by Dino and then LMC and Classic Performance Parts, but it's like I think it's like a 5,000 or 6,000 all General Motors show.
Jeez.
We're going to be there. I think we're going to take the 77.
Yeah, we're gonna take the square body. We're gonna tow it down there because she likes the Super Duty's comfort better than that. So
Yep. I like the heated
How
seats.
far is that for you guys?
what's
Pardon?
that?
How far is that for you guys? About 30
It's 24 hours.
Okay.
At
Yep.
least.
So if I'm driving by myself, it's a day and a half. If I'm driving with her, it's 4 days.
Yep.
I'm
Hey,
excited.
hey,
Okay.
me and Heidi are together every 10 minutes. I gotta pee. Oh, I want to get some coffee. Like, hey, can we stop and look at that and whatever? And you know what? That's what it's about. For me, it's like whatever. It took us 32 hours to go to SEMA, and I didn't care. I was like, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
We stopped
Well,
and looked at everything.
so when we first got together, because I drive truck for a living, so I'm A to B.
Yeah.
And she's like, you don't want to stop. All you want to do is just get to your destination. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what I do for a living. So like, I don't think about stopping and smelling the roses. You know, I'm like, she's like, I got to pee. I'm like, you just went pee, and she goes, I don't have that cast iron trucker bladder like you guys do.
Like, we are stopping.
You know, so
And if there's twine, I want to see it.
It's not.
and it used to mess with me because it's like it's messing up my groove. Like I got to just streamline it, you know. And so what I did this year is I put in to take the entire month off of November. That way we can take our time getting there and go see the Grand Canyon and go to Vegas and do a bunch of.
Take you a month to get there.
No, there's so many different. He doesn't take vacation. He goes like
He's all the time
straight
there, man.
everywhere, and I want him to stop and smell the roses. So I want to do the Grand Canyon. I want to stop and see like the train museums. There's multiple, small railroads that I want to go see. So there's stuff like that. Like I want him to take some time, and when I get to the car show, I want to check out stuff down there. I don't want to feel rushed. I want to see the event, see what's going on, and use it as like the best networking tool that we can possibly do, because there's things with the 71 that we want to learn about. What if there's good parts for sale down there or something like that? I just want to take my time and peruse it and not feel like we gotta go,
Hell yeah. We're the same way though, honestly. I mean, museums or anything to do with trains, like you said, we stop. It seems like any of those giant truck stops, we always stop just to goof around and walk around for a little bit inside.
Yep, I love them. Buc-ee's. That's a good one.
Never seen.
Iowa 80.
Oh, you gotta go.
The Iowa 80 is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the Iowa 80s truck wash. They call it the Truck-O-Mat, and it's a automated semi-wash.
Oh wow.
I think they got 5 wash bays, and 3 of them have the auto system.
Bucky's, dude.
See,
Nice.
Yes. And Buc-ee's, you gotta go. It's supposed to be a bucket
Daytona.
Yeah.
I went on a sick week. One of the stops was going over by Daytona side, and I'm going, and I'm like, hey, Bucky's. I'm like, I don't care, we're going, and we went.
Yeah.
I bought all Bucky stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a
So
crazy gas station. It's nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like all the big like custom car and truck shows, they're like in the South. Like we got one up here at Northwest C10s. We're actually putting both trucks in that show in June. We're going to trailer the 71. I don't care how bad a shape it's in, it's going. But we'll drive the 77. But like you got Sick Week, and you have like LST and all those things down in Texas and Florida, and it's like we don't have nothing like that up here.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's more of a hot rod on this side of the country.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hot rod power tour.
So that's one thing. When we, I mean, your hot rods are never actually done, but when the 71 is done, we're actually going to ship it.
Is that right?
I don't know which coast yet, East Coast or West Coast, but probably will ship it to the East Coast and cruise Route 66 back to California, and then just run up 101 on the West Coast back up home to Washington, and then at some point we would like to ship it down and do the hot rod power tour also.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we might. Me and Terry, Coverman 66. We might do the hot rod tour in the bus.
That'd be cool.
Because I'll cover it for planning traffic. You know, do the whole on the move thing.
Luke, you still do you still do All Ends magazine, or is that shelved for now?
It's shelved.
Okay.
I'm starting up the booking agency again, so All Ends Media will start, producing again as soon as I get out of this cold weather.
Right.
I'm ready for the sun.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
I'll tell you, I was in Walmart today, and right down the middle aisle, what do I see? Garden hoses. And I'm seeing chlorine and pool supplies.
Oh, geez.
It's a little early for that, but better than seeing snow shovels and salt.
That's what's in ours.
Yeah.
It just started snowing up here last week, and it's not like Arco's kind of snow, but
it's enough.
I think we got probably 6 inches of snow in the last 24 hours.
I think we got on the back porch. It looks like a frosted mini wheat right now.
Yeah.
I think 2013 when I first moved here, I think it was like 14 feet of snow or something like that. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
There was so many places around here that just caved in from all the snow on the roof,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this last week's been straight through. It's been 34 and 40 below zero, and like I said, it's like warm right now. It's now it's 2 below zero, so
Warm.
it's nice.
Heat wave.
Yeah, and honestly, it's so funny because like moving here from California, at first I was like, "Holy crap, this is brutal," and now when it's 20 below zero, I'll be outside a t-shirt.
Oh man, and so in this last year, I've lost like 45 pounds, and I was never cold ever. I was always hot, like uncomfortably hot. And now that I dropped that weight, I'm cold all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's just because you're getting older, bro. Like I noticed that the older you get, it seems like the easier you get cold.
That's true. So because your circulation decreases.
I always tell Heidi she's got a cold heart, so it keeps me cold. So,
Well, I
There's
mean,
nothing wrong with that.
I mean, physically, I'm pushing like 60.
it's so funny though, because like she'll sit up in bed, and like I'll like push her away. She's like, "I'm having a hot flash," and I'm like, "Oh, I can tell." I'm like, get the hell away, man! Like it's ridiculous.
She's just trying to melt the ice on your heart.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Women are strange, Morgan.
Pardon?
Women are strange.
Oh, absolutely. I sleep in the middle of winter. I will leave the window cracked, and it drives him crazy.
Yep,
Like,
I'll have the AC going, fan blowing on me, window open, and she's like freezing. I'm like, "Oh, this is nice."
it's the he's the one that gets cold.
My wife keeps it cold too.
I like it when it's cold.
You know what? I always had a fan on or the air conditioning going, and like I said, this last year, like I get uncomfortably cold. So,
I'm losing weight.
What's that?
I wonder if it is from losing weight. You know?
Yeah.
Probably because
Lost
I've
his
been
insulation.
shedding my winter coat that I've been carrying for 40 years.
Yeah. You don't have any meat on your bones no more.
Hey, look, I'm going to be 41 this year, and I have been consistently winning the fight against anorexia.
Well, it doesn't help with me smoking all the meats too.
Yeah, she's got
Hey, whatever you guys do in your spare time's cool, man. Come on.
she's got this
Nice.
this Pit Boss pellet smoker that she had a CNC plate put on it, and it's named the Panty Dropper
Boxer
Dropper.
Yep.
Oh man.
Turn out some good food on that.
Arco, when we get out there, we'll have her fire up the smoker. She's a hell of a cook.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely. I'm slowly building my own YouTube channel for that.
You what?
I'm slowly building my YouTube channel for that, and I've been working on a cookbook. I just haven't had the squirrels in a row in my brain to be able to get all of that to fruition yet. But I did get my coloring book that I started uploaded to Amazon, so waiting for them to approve that. And then
Nice.
the first
How
thing,
do
the
How do
bucket.
you do that with Amazon? Like, because some people put like their YouTube channels and that stuff on Amazon. How do you do that?
So I don't know how to do the YouTube channel part of it per se, but to upload a book, like I ended up going through Canva and creating an entire coloring book, and it's 150 pages, and you can get an Amazon KDP. So it's like a direct printing option, and then they take care of it. You have to upload it and go through a few of their hoops that they have, and then from there they put it on their online store, and you get a commission off of every sale. So that's about as far as I've looked into it. So that's the affiliate program.
Because you could put like your YouTube channel like on Amazon and then like Netflix or whatever. I don't know how you go about doing stuff like that. It'd be awesome to try and do it,
I don't know, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you have to separate your videos. You'll upload just like you do to YouTube, but you'll upload to their platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We recently just got Amazon affiliate links set up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why I was telling you start hitting up some of these sponsors, because we have a lot of sponsors that actually pay us for our YouTube channel, and they send us like welders and saws and mag drills and all kinds of tools. You get to do videos for them, plus you get to keep the tools, and then when they're selling their stuff, they're sending you money.
Yep.
So I mean, you can't beat it, man. And
yeah,
so it's almost like you could retire off this crap if you do good,
I've reached out. So here's the funny thing. Like, I reached out to a few different tool manufacturers or whatever, and Art Captain actually did sponsor us for a short while. They sent us a couple welders and a handful of other things.
Super Clean's our best.
But Super Clean is actually sending us a bunch of stuff.
I think they're our best sponsor.
But so like my channel's got, I think this morning when I looked, is like 352 subscribers, and a lot of places are like, I don't meet their marketing goal.
But keep trying, because a lot of companies, like I talked to some big companies at SEMA, and they're starting to look for smaller channels.
Right.
So keep pushing.
Because, not to interrupt, but because, like I was telling him earlier, the smaller channels try harder than the bigger channels.
Mm-hmm.
And because the smaller channels will take pride in it, and they'll do a short, and then they'll do like a full video, and then in a couple of weeks they'll put another video out, and they'll mention every time they do videos, they'll mention that tool company, whatever. So those smaller channels will actually advertise more for the bigger than the bigger companies do. Where the bigger companies get something, they're like, hey, blah blah blah, this is a welder we got, such and such, whatever, and that's it. That's all you hear from them.
Yeah, I know. Because I had reached out to Art Captain about like an affiliate program earlier last year, and they were all on board with it, and they hooked us up with some stuff. But I was talking with Glenn at 1776 Garage, I think last week, and he reached out to them, and they told him that his his channel isn't big enough for their marketing goal.
Right.
Now. But
see, like I've done that crap. Like my channel was real small, and I've actually, you know, it kind of aggravated me. We tried to get somebody to send us something. And then later on, when my channel got bigger, they're like, hey, we would love to send you this. And I'm like, no, if you didn't want to sponsor me when I was a small channel, you're not going to sponsor me now. Piss off. Get the road.
Yeah.
So the other channels that, you know, that would do it, I stay with them.
Yeah.
That was
I have a list going for our stuff.
that was that exact situation. We reached out to Yes Welder, and they said that
They laughed.
yeah, they basically laughed. And so, but Art Captain stepped up after that. So like, I won't spend any money on Yes Welder products.
Yeah.
You know, and I so like, and I don't want that to sound like harsh or anything, but if you're willing to take a chance on a guy or a girl that's just starting out, as opposed to just blowing them off, like, I'm going to support you and I'm going to go to your stuff for my needs, as opposed to somebody that, you know, just look down their nose at me for asking, you know. And I understand you're in business to make money. Like, I get how all the dynamics work. I totally understand that, but don't laugh at a guy for trying.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And it's weird because Yes Welder, I mean, they reached out to us years and years ago, and them and Evolution Tool has been one of our best supportive suppliers for tools and whatever, and sponsors. And it was a trip because we had a lady at Yes Welder that we used to always deal with, and as soon as that lady got fired or quit or whatever happened to her, it was like they just fell off the planet, you know. And then now Heidi recently just got back a hold of them where they'll talk to us again. So it's like they're finally working with us again, you know.
Yeah, I reached out to Evolution, and they just said that they were willing to work with me in the future, but I'm not in a big enough field for them yet. So, but I didn't care. I went and bought the damn saw anyway.
You're welcome.
Because I wanted it, and it's so much nicer not catching yourself on fire with a grinder.
Right.
It was pretty cool though. Easy Sharp and Harbor Freight, they both use my videos on their channels, which I thought that was really cool, man.
Nice. Easy, was it Easy Arc? Yeah, Easy Arc actually sponsored us for a couple of videos. They sent us a whole crap load of I think there were 20 or 40 pack zirconia flap discs.
Yeah.
And I was already buying their stuff off of Amazon anyway, because it's got I think it's a T29 or 27 bevel on it, so you can get into corners.
Yep.
And they work great, other than they make a crap load of dust as opposed to the aluminum oxide ones. But man, they work good. The 40 grits, like when I'm grinding my welds down, because I can't find a 36 grit flap disc unless I buy like 3M's Cubitron.
Yeah.
But those are like uber expensive. But the Easy Arc sponsored us. We did a couple of short videos for them, and I think they put one of them up on TikTok to promote their stuff.
Hell yeah.
So, but you know, we've had a couple of sponsors, and we're very thankful for that. It definitely helps out a lot. And then Super Clean. I was talking with the rep the other day. I did that giveaway where Tanner won, and she's like, "So what's all going on?" I was like, "Well, we just bought a new truck and we're getting ready to swap the cam and do some other stuff to it." And she goes, "Awesome." She goes, "I'm going to send you some T-shirts and some more product to help with your project."
Kick ass.
So I'm like, "Yeah," and I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure Super Clean used to be a Castrol brand back in the day.
That sounds right. I mean, it was.
It was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, and I thought it was kind of interesting because I pay attention to odd things in marketing once in a while.
When it comes
So
to helping customers,
Super Clean has landed at Walmart, so technically they don't need to give stuff away.
Right.
You know, if you get your product in Walmart, you got it made.
But I mean, Super Clean, that's another one of our big sponsors also. I mean, every year at our car show, we give away Super Clean products, AMSOIL, Tazolas, compressors. Like there's a lot of stuff that they work with you really good.
Yeah.
And those kind of people, I'll keep working with them. You know, I'll keep doing videos for them, and you help me, I help you, kind of thing. But there's been certain companies that we've tried, and finally I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm not dealing with these people, you know. And then later on, like, you know, you get hella subscribers, and then they're like, oh, we'd love to work with you, and you're like, no, not now. You know, I tried when I was a small channel. Not gonna do it now, man.
I just want to get big enough for General Motors is like, hey, you want to test out this new LS motor?
Yes, I do.
like Damien the other day, I was talking to him, and he's in San Diego, California, a good friend of mine. And his logo on his company shirt is real close to Rolls Royce. And he says, when Rolls Royce sues me, that's when I know I hit it big. I'm like, whatever, man.
So I'm sure most of us have dealt with like the internet trolls talking crap.
Oh, yeah.
On us. So at first, like, it would gnaw at me, and then she was watching a lady on YouTube talking about growing your channel and your brand and all that. And she said that she actually really enjoys when the trolls hit her page because that means she's leveled up in what she's doing. Because if you don't see anything from them, then they're not paying attention to what you're doing. And then they also are the ones that are bringing the views to your channel.
And I was
any
told,
comment is good.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I was told years ago that whether it's a good comment or a bad comment, it doesn't matter. It's comments going to your channel. So, like, a lot of times if they'll leave a dirty, crappy comment, I'll be like, thanks for commenting. You're paying me, for watching my channel. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the view.
Yeah. We did that PT Cruiser build, and that shared all over tons of pages and whatnot. And I'd say probably 75% of the comments were negative or had something bad to say. But it's like,
keep it coming.
That's popular. Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked out.
So the one thing, like, the last year, most of my videos were on metal fabrication and not so much the truck like it was originally supposed to be. And like I was saying earlier, I spent the year teaching myself by myself how to weld and fabricate, not knowing anything. And I would get these comments talking about how crappy the weld looks or how crappy this is, whatever. And then I would click on them and go to their channel, and they don't even have a video.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
see their welds.
Yeah. And one guy was just talking mad crap about my welds, and I went and looked. So I commented back. I was like, dude, you don't even have any welds. How do you know what you're talking about? You're not even credible.
Yeah.
Put some money in your mouth there as well.
How did you do the giveaway? How did you figure out who to give the prize to?
So you can go on Google and
different generator
they have different apps that you don't have to download them. You can just go straight through Google, and what you do is whatever video you're like say you're going to give away a carburetor, and you set your video up however you want it, whether they post or comment a number or whatever your word you give them, whatever, and then you go to your YouTube video at the end of the time frame that you set. Click the link, copy it, and you enter that link into the random generator, and then it'll ask you things like, do you want only to pick out single comments? Because a lot of times people will make multiple comments trying to boost their chances of winning.
Right.
and then so you can tailor it, and then it will randomly pick a winner that commented on that, and then you just announce it in your next video.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bring that up, and you can have it either with a wheel, or it'll just flip the numbers across the screen and show. And then it'll stop on that one. But like he said, you just download the show that you're doing, and it pulls all that information.
So you just did a video saying, "Hey, we're gonna have a giveaway, blah blah blah." Comment below, and then whoever you just take random person out of those comments, basically, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And if
because I was trying to do a giveaway, I'm like, how do I do this? And I'm
you-
like trying to figure out my subscribers.
Yeah.
200 subscribers, and then they don't have email, and you can't get a list of the subscribers. Big pain in the neck.
So
or you could have them pick a number, and you can do the random number generator.
yeah.
So there's that one too.
Okay.
There's the multiple different ways. It's just, spending some time figuring out what works best for you and your situation. And if you want to only deal with the people that are only engaged in there, and have like a few different videos of, hey, we're doing this giveaway, just to kind of build some excitement, and then figure out how you want to do it. So there are options. Oh, this light.
Oh, yeah. And sorry, the light died here, but
I'm running it off of a battery pack. It's so dark in here.
but so that's how we did that. Now I've noticed that, like, if a subscriber's channel set to private, it'll show you like your number count changed, but it won't show you who's subscribed.
It won't show you. Yeah, exactly.
So what I did in my video for my giveaway was, I'm like, hey, we're doing a giveaway for some super clean product here, and what if you want to enter to win, like and subscribe, and leave a comment with the password, which was subscribe. But I also put in the video that your channel has to be a public one, so I can see who you are. That way, if you win, I know who to say won.
Right. Yeah.
And if it's not, because I had people just comment subscribe on there, and my count never changed, so I knew that they didn't subscribe.
Yeah.
So, but you can do a deal where, like you were saying, like with the wheel or whatever, and you can just hold it up and show it. That way, people know that it's a fair thing, and you're not just picking whoever you want.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
So yeah, that was our first one. We'll probably do it a little different later. I think me and her were talking about buying a welder and doing like a 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
And I was going to ask you too, if Lewis wanted to do it, or any of you guys that have a YouTube channel, if you guys wanted to do like a collaboration video too. I don't know if you guys if you've done that before, but it'd be like having Brandon and Morgan come onto my channel and saying, hey, because it trips people out. They're like, what the hell? They'll go to watch my channel, and all of a sudden, here's Brandon and Morgan on the screen, and they're like, hey, welcome to Outlaw Edge, blah, 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 and they start talking. And then on their channel, it's me on there, and I'm like, hey, welcome to Midnight Customs, and start talking. And then you do the outro the same way, or when people are like, wait, what a minute, what's going on here? And all of a sudden, they got to watch the video to see what's going on, and it's kind of cool. And we've had really good luck with that in the past,
Let's do it.
We're totally in for that.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I did like a little collab thing with some of Arco's footage last year. I kind of hijacked one of his videos, and
you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Yeah, no written permission.
No, I had
I've got permission in text message.
So I went to Sick Week, and I did daily uploads every day. And the one that I mean, I'm getting like double-digit views on my videos, right? This one I put, Blasphemy puts down a good run, Sick Week day 2. And I put a picture of his car, 4,000 views. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, freaking thumbnail.
Nice.
Thumbnail, really? And because then I think I put Blasphemy in some other one, and I didn't. Yeah, only 345. So it's got to be the thumbnail.
My last 3 videos are all under 70 views.
Yeah. Yeah, I look at mine. I'm like, oh, 20 views. I'm like, okay, cool.
It's weird.
So is it? Have you guys noticed on your channels? Is there like a time of the year where everything just drops?
Yeah.
Like the views and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the times, like in the wintertime, everybody's watching more. Around holidays, your views go down to nothing. And then, like, when it's really cold outside, you'll notice your views go up because everybody's inside watching TV.
Right.
And in the summertime, it'll dive down to nothing because everybody's out doing stuff, you know?
Yep.
They don't have time. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I was thinking that earlier today, because my last 3 or 4 videos have performed horribly. And then I'm friends with Tanner from Tanner Rebuilds on Facebook, and he had posted that he's thinking about taking a break because the lack of views he's been getting, because usually his videos do really well. He said it's not really worth the time to go out in the cold and record anything. So, and I was like, my stuff's been sucking lately too. So I wonder if it's just that time of year or what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot of it too is wasn't it you, Ray, that was talking about all the car channels got pulled down or something? So everything's just like being blasted all over YouTube with all the car stuff. So it's kind of like overwhelmed right now, I guess you're saying.
Motor Trend.
With Motor Trend and all those guys doing their own channels. Yeah.
Yes.
Who are you gonna watch? Some guy that's got 200 subscribers, or Dulcis, or Dave Freiberger? You're gonna go watch those guys,
right,
guys
right.
are big names.
Yeah, but like I'll tell everybody, like, to me, a successful YouTube channel is just have fun. Put your channel out there, advertise whatever, and do your stuff with your companies that are sending you stuff and whatever, your sponsors. But at the same time, just make it a family channel. Have fun. Just don't do it as a job, man. Because when you do it as a job, you won't enjoy it no more. And
right.
There was a couple of times where I was like, I'm gonna pull my channel down, and I had a couple of people get a hold of me and like leave me these big long letter emails, and they're like, "Man, I like your channel and everything. Don't take it down." And I'm like, "Oh." And then I'm glad I didn't, because I listened to them and I was like, "Hey, this is kind of cool." Now I'm enjoying it. It's not like a job no more, and I'm just having fun, And I don't really care what I put up. I'm like, I'll put up something stupid one day and something that I think is kind of cool the next, and the stupid video will get bazillion views, and the one I thought was awesome will get like 60 views. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you do dumb crap like spray a magnet off. That's all I did. Blow a magnet off. The first day I got like 75,000 views. I was like, whatever.
my best performing video to date is Arco. You remember when I built the tombstone, that tool station?
Yeah. Yep.
So that one is pushing 5,000 views already.
So I was told by a few different people, you have a video like that, go back to that video, make shorts of that video, and then do projects, see what you did on that video, and do projects in that way. Because when we were doing Rogue, my channel was nothing, and all of a sudden I got 15,000 views or 15,000 subscribers in 28 days when we were starting to build Rogue. Jeez. And then when I got busy and I couldn't work on Rogue no more, my channel literally just went again. Every time I work on Rogue, my channel goes up, or Vigilante. I noticed it's the metal shaping. People want to see it,
Yeah.
If I do that stuff, it kind of goes crazy.
Well, that's like on my channel. I only have 2 videos, and one of them was Steve Darnell leaving our tool convention, and I got like 53,000 hit on that, and I wish I knew how to capitalize on that.
Oh yeah.
Hang out with Steve Darnell and video everything. You hang out with Steve Darnell and video everything he does.
Well, we're live, so I can't talk about that. But trust me, we missed that opportunity. So
well, I hang out with him every year at SEMA. So come to SEMA, then you can hang out with him too.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
like good people, man. I'm trying to get those guys to go to SEMA, Lewis.
Yeah, you come to SEMA, we'll hang out with all those guys.
Yeah,
that's fine. But like I said, as the place that I work for missed the opportunity, so
yeah.
Man.
Well, we're about to start working for Arco.
No, you want to work for Lewis. He's the one that's got. I don't get it with his channel, like Lewis's channel. Like he should have 100 million subs because I don't understand what's going on with it. It drives me crazy. And Heidi and I have sat and messed around with his channel, looked at it, tried to figure some stuff out. I mean, he's got people, Joe Martin, and I mean, you can name 50 people that are all movie stars or TV stars,
Yeah.
And he's always got famous people like Midnight Customs and stuff like that on his channel,
Right.
Hey, you start acting like a movie star, then you'll be a movie star, right? Positivity.
Yep.
Right.
Into existence.
And that's Heidi's always preaching to me. She's like, you need to be positive. I'm like, I am. She's like, you can't be calling people assholes and that kind of stuff. I'm like, no. I'm positive that guy's an asshole. I'm telling you, like,
I'll subscribe to your channel again just to watch you call somebody an asshole. No, so one thing that I do with YouTube is I'll go look at massive channels, and then I'll look at smaller channels, and then I'll look at channels in the margin that I'm in, and I'll go through their video descriptions and look. Like I was I think it was last night or the night before, I got on Vice Grip Garage's channel, and I went to his oldest video, which was like 6 years ago, and he wasn't doing anything different than what any of us are doing right now 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And he had hashtags and all these things. And then I went to his more current videos, and he doesn't even use hashtags anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
I think
that's what I said.
Right. But I want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, as far as a car channel goes, I think he's the most successful one out there.
Cletus McFarlane, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I personally,
he owns an airport, a track, a half a drag strip. I mean,
right. Well,
I don't know anybody else
that's true. That's true.
And I think, how many does Derek have?
Derek is I think he's going on Motor, or not Motor Trend. He's going I just seen it.
He's got roadworthy rescues. He has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, Vice Grip Garage is 2 million subscribers, and then Cletus is like 4 million, like 4.5. But I mean, so when I was at Sick Week, so I live down in Florida, and I go to Bradenton all the time. And go to his track, and I see him all the time. And when at Sick Week, I barely saw him. He was on the scooter running around doing. He was like busy. For some time, he disappeared, and people were like, where did he go? And then I talked to George a little while. He's always editing. I'm like, middle of the day. He goes, yeah, he's trying to get a video up. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, all right. He's constantly working.
That's his money. I mean,
yeah. And I got something else to tell. You were talking about sponsors, but I'll tell you after when we're offline.
So
I heard numbers. I was like, holy crap.
So now that I'm retired, and once I get in the bus and get away, break out, then I can have more time to edit and really step up my game on the videos and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
When you got to eat, that's first.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the hard part. I was just telling her earlier today, like, actually I was on my way home. I was like, it's really hard for me to, whether it's good, bad, whatever, it's hard for me to consistently record content because one, I don't know until 5 o'clock the day, like today, I won't know what I'm doing tomorrow or what time I'm starting, because I don't work a set schedule. I could start at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and the next day I'm starting at 10 p.m. that night after I've already worked, 12 hours.
Yeah.
So, and because I drive truck, but what I do is I haul bridges. And so we've delivered pretty much all the new bridges in and around Seattle, Washington. We're 500,000 pounds rolling down the road, and all that stuff moves in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And
then so you'll work a graveyard shift 1 or 2 nights, and then you're back to work at 6 a.m. The third night, and then you work at 4 p.m. the day after, just depending on what's going on. It's a 24/7 operation with no set schedule. So it's really hard time wise between work and home life to make it all happen.
Yep.
Because you got to, like me and her were talking, you got to be present in your relationships, whether they're friendships, your significant other, whatever. And so for those reasons, like, yeah, I try to prioritize doing YouTube content, but it often takes a back seat because at the end of the day, I'm not coming home to YouTube. I'm coming home to her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got it.
Priorities.
It's a hustle and it's all new. So, I mean, it's not new, but it's always changing. So
Yeah.
it stays new.
Yeah.
One of the things that I don't do is, and to me, it's kind of a compliment when people meet me in person. They're like, "Hey," and I've been told just like this. They're like, "Hey, you're the same asshole you are on YouTube as you are in person," and I'm like,
That's
"'Cause
like
how I
everybody. Yeah, that's how
know,
everybody is, I think.
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to be fake on there. It's like I don't edit nothing. So if I drop the phone or knock stuff over or Heidi's yelling at me about something, I'll just keep filming. I don't care. I'm like, hey, that's going on YouTube. So and keep it real. And I think a lot of people edit the crap out of their videos, and you miss a lot of the real you in those videos, by editing everything out or editing so much of your video that it's totally different,
Not relatable.
Right.
So like say you watch like a horsepower TV episode and like they're talking about, I don't know, doing an LS swap on something or doing a coyote swap, whatever. They'll tell you what they're going to do in the beginning, and then they're going to show you midway, and then they're going to show you the finished product. But they're not showing you anything that they did from start to middle to finish that led up to those key moments that they're actually showing you. And I don't know about everybody else, but I can't start at step 5 and go to the finish line. I have to go from 1 to 50. And so when I watch a lot of videos, when it leaves out the important stuff, like you have to reach in from this side of the cross member as opposed from this side to get to that bolt, like you're not showing me that. And obviously I'm going to figure it out when I get down there. But the point is like, I don't want to watch your video if you're cutting out the important parts. I don't want to see your highlights. I want to see what led up to the highlights.
Yeah, but those shows are just there for the advertisers.
Yeah, that's
all they
the
do is they get the
problem.
advertisers and they just, who's going to give us the stuff? All right, like because I had my Two Guys Garage. I have a 2008 Pontiac G8, and they're like, we're going to put brakes on it and we're going to put headers on it and this and that, and I'm like, okay, cool, and and paddle shifters. And I gave them the stuff, but they wanted to do the front brakes because this one company gave them factory replacement brakes, but my car already had upgraded brakes. It had like Cadillac CTSV brakes on the front, and like, we can't do the brakes. The company don't want to touch anything that's been modified. They want to do stock. I'm like, are you kidding? It was just the same. If you get a GXP, it's the same brake, and they wouldn't do it because they wouldn't get it free from the company, from the sponsor. I was like, okay. So they did put headers on and stuff like that. So that was good.
So and I've run into that, what you were just talking about with Willwood brakes.
Right.
So both of my Chevys are 3/4 ton, and you can literally buy everything under the sun for a C10, but you can't for a C20. There's guys are literally putting a C10 on Corvette chassis or suspensions and brakes and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So why can't you do a 3/4 ton? But I mean, obviously you're not going to run Corvette suspension on a 3/4 ton, but why can't you do with a 3/4 ton what the C10s are doing? Just run it with a lot of the C10 parts, because a lot of it's the same as
right.
You get away from the suspension. So the 3/4 ton trucks run a D52 caliper in the front if they're a disc brake truck, which both of mine are. The difference between the C10 and the C20 is the rotor thickness The C10s are 1 inch. The C20s are 1.25 inches. Willwood makes a front caliper that fits that.
It's called a D52.
Yeah, the
That's on my
D50.
car.
Yep, that was GM used that on a wide variety for a lot of years. But what I was trying to do was disc brakes on the rear, but I wanted to use Willwood parts. Well, Willwood doesn't offer a caliper with a built-in parking brake, and they explained to me why.
Yeah, it's an external, single piston external.
Yeah, and so they themselves don't offer one that will fit. I think it's a K20 front rotor, because the rear disc conversion on those trucks is a front rotor off of 4-wheel drive. But anyway, there's a lot of companies that offer a kit. I bought one from Performance Online, but why can't I put that? Why don't you make that for the back end? Because not everybody's running a 1/2 ton.
Yeah.
It's the popularity. Once they get more popular, they will.
Just
Right.
to back up half a step, I just talked about this on my show on Sunday. We were talking about bleeders and bleed valves, and why the hell does Willwood use that tiny bleed valve? It's got to be like a 6 millimeter. You can't, no hose in the world stays on it, and if you do get a hose to stay on it, you can't get the hose to go onto anything on the other end. It's too small. And I asked them right straight out of the phone, why did you do that? You put the bleeder into an adapter. Why couldn't you just use a bigger bleeder into the caliper? And they didn't know. The guy didn't know why.
Yeah, and I've looked into Willwood, and a lot of the products they come out with, they literally will go buy a vehicle and dismantle it and re-engineer it so they can make their own parts for it.
Oh yeah.
You know, a lot of places do that. So anyway, I bought a Willwood master cylinder and front calipers, but then I've got Performance Online's rear disc conversion kit for it. I ended up ordering all stainless brake lines from the master cylinder all the way to the rear axle from inline tube, which that was actually less expensive than I thought it was going to be.
They're they're very cool. I just did 2 cars in the last few months with their stuff, and I was surprised too that it was as less or expensive than I thought.
Yeah, you make nice stuff.
Speaking of that, I got to show you, Brandon. I got to show you. I'll probably put the video up maybe